You've built a great UWP app, and you want to make it available to others. It's time to publish it on the new Microsoft Store on Windows. You've done most of the hard work already. The rest is pretty easy. Let's walk through the steps together. Depending upon the programs you are a member of, there are multiple ways to get into Partner Center. A handy way to get there is to click on the Publish link at the top of aka.ms/new store. Currently, this goes to the old UWP only page, but by the time you watch this, it will link directly to the new overview page. If you ever find yourself in an unfamiliar section in Partner Center, you can get back to the main page by clicking Home. From there, you can navigate to the different programs you are in. If you want to get directly to the Store app publishing page, open the Windows and Xbox section and click on the Overview link. Any apps or products you've previously started or submitted will show up in the list. This is also where you start a new app. Click on the New Product button and select MSIX or PWA app. For the purpose of this store-focused video, we'll narrowly define UWP apps as apps built using the WinRT API in a UWP app model, and package it as an MSIX or AppX. You'll then be prompted to reserve an app name. This name needs to be unique in the store. You can do this step in advance without submitting a package, allowing you to ensure the app name is available to you when you're ready to upload the package and list the app. When you want to start a new submission, this is where you'll do it. Click the Start Your Submission button. That will bring you to the main page for the submission. This is organized so that you don't have to have all the information until you're ready to finalize the submission. Until that time, you can always come back here to complete individual steps. Let's take a look at the pricing and availability section. You can choose your audience by market and also set it to a public or private audience, or available only to those who have a direct link or those who have a link in a special promo code. You can schedule the release, set the base price, free trials, sales, and much more. The Properties page is where you'll set the general, that is not language specific, properties for the product. Start with the category, and if applicable, the subcategory. The Learn More link has information that will help you pick the correct category for your app. We're always working on the category, so the one selected a few years ago may no longer be the best category for a new app submitted today. Age ratings vary by country. Luckily, we use the Age Rating Coalition questionnaire to simplify selecting the correct age rating for your app. You'll provide answers to several questions and will generate the age rating from that. Before we complete the submission, let's take a step back to the developer workstation. Doing everything through the website is easy, especially if you have a team responsible for managing listings and submitting the apps, and that's separate from the development team. Some of the submission steps can be started right within Visual Studio, which is convenient for small teams and one-person shops. If you haven't done that yet, but you have a store publishing account, you can reserve the app name from here, starting with the app submission process right from within Visual Studio. If you have multiple accounts associated with Visual Studio like I do, be sure to pick the correct one for the store app. Some steps, like store association, are a required part of the process and are easily done from within Visual Studio. Here you associate your project with the app in the store, which updates the local project with the key identity information in the store. If you didn't do that through Visual Studio, you would need to manually update the manifest. This makes it simple to keep the manifest information in sync. You'll most likely also create the app packages from within Visual Studio. We encourage you to support the three primary architectures: Intel x86 and x64, and ARM64. This will help you reach as broad an audience as possible. At a minimum, we recommend at least both the Intel and ARM 64-bit packages. Depending on the complexity of your app and the power of your workstation, it'll take a few minutes to create the package. After that, you can validate the package on a local PC or another PC on your network. The next step is to upload that package. Simply drag and drop it into the Packages page of the store submission you've been working on. This will also upload the appropriate image files for the app icon, splash screen, and more. It won't upload app screenshots, of course. We'll handle that separately. Once you have submitted the package, you can create the listing for one or more languages. At a minimum, create a store listing which matches the languages supported in your uploaded package. Here's where you'll provide the description information for your submission, as well as screenshots, trailers, and other meta images. For best practices on optimizing your submission metadata for visibility in the store, see the store SEO article at aka.ms/new store. It's also where you'll set the minimum hardware requirements. In my case, the app requires USB or Bluetooth MIDI hardware for it to make any sense. I see that we're still unable to submit the app for publishing. This screen provides status information for each of the areas. If you see one that is in progress, that means it has not yet been completed. Let's check to see if we forgot anything. Here it is. I forgot to answer the question about the content downloaded within the app. You see that you can easily track which steps have been completed and which ones need more information. You can also partially complete a submission and come back to it later when you have the rest of the required information. With the ratings questionnaire completed, we can continue on to the submission options. In the submission options, you can schedule the publishing date or time or publish it immediately or manually. If your app requires any non-obvious steps to test, or any special accounts or passwords, please provide that information in the notes for certification step. A real human being will read these notes, so please be simple, succinct, and clear. The Learn More link here provides more details. In my case, I again require special hardware for them to test this application, so I put that information in this box. The last step is to submit the app to the store. Once you do this, the app will enter the certification process, and then depending upon the options you picked for publishing, will automatically publish or be available for future publishing at that time. Once in the store, the status will change to in the Microsoft Store, and you'll see your app in the store ready for customers to use. This is just a demo app, which I don't want to submit to the store. So let's take a look at my other app, which has several submissions. The store provides information about crashes, reviews, uptake, and much more than what you see just here. When you need to make changes in the future, you can create a new submission and change only the fields which require changes. That's done by clicking the Update action on the latest submission. For example, you can update just the description field or upload new packages and provide information on what's new. You do not need to repeat all of the submission steps, but you do need to do the edits as a new submission. When you're just changing some metadata, the review and publishing process is quite fast. At any time after publishing, you can search for your app in the store to see the listing. You can also search for it using your favorite search engine, and you'll get the web version of the app's PDP or product description page. Publishing a UWP app to the Microsoft Store on Windows is easy, but does require you to gather up the metadata you'll need. If you follow the steps here, including associating your app with the store, you'll find the process straightforward to follow and your app will be in the store in no time. For more information about the new Microsoft Store on Windows, please visit aka.ms/WAC New Store. Thank you.